And here we are, we've got more data to deal with than ever before. We've got a more fractured media landscape than ever before. We've got more channels through which to reach our audience in real-time targeted ways, which leaves us all feeling a little bit overwhelmed. All of us are faced with this challenge of scaling intimacy. That's the challenge we face. We all know how hard it is to maintain one relationship. I've been married 21 years and failed miserably most of the time. How do we scale the level of intimacy that is now demanded of us thanks to all the data that everybody else is disgorging every day about themselves? That's the challenge. That's the digital disruption. And so the reality is this: we live in this real-time social mobile world. Everyone in this room knows that. But you can reach your audience ever more effectively in a very, very targeted way. And you have to take this data-driven, mobile-first approach. There's no doubt about it. As someone who's been steeped in brand storytelling for 18 years and worshipping at the altar of story, there's absolutely no denying that this is the approach you must take. We are just victims of these growth curves that are being driven by exponential technology. And it's leaving us very, very, torn between sort of the bricks and mortar literal world, the real world in which we live, and the capacity of the online world, and increasingly the mobile world. With all that said, here's my challenge to you. I think the tail is wagging the dog, because ultimately there is a fundamental tension going on between the power of story and the power of data. If you have a purposeful story, if you are committed to empowering other people to amplify that story, to build your business with you, you have to make it singular. So you're seeing companies, incredibly complex companies, global companies, billion-dollar companies all around the world distilling their brand stories down to very simple, singular properties. So we see with Unilever, sustainability, the sustainable living is their global campaign. We've got Starbucks, Shared Planet. I mean, think about Starbucks and Shared Planet. The proposition of living on this earth, the shared experience of living on this earth has allowed them to talk about gridlock in Congress, same-sex marriage, job creation. Most recently, they gave a $30 million donation to post-traumatic stress disorder when the bill was shot down, the Veterans Bill in Congress a second time, and most recently, online education for employees. Why? Because it's all part of the shared experience. That overarching singular story gives them license to talk about all these different things, to adopt a leadership position in a very public way around all these compelling, meaningful issues to their customer base, but it all ladders back up to a single message. If you can define your fundamental human property, if you can identify what benefit you're going to celebrate in your customers, and you can articulate what your cultural conversation is that you're going to lead, you will unlock the power of all those supercomputers in your pocket and inspire employees, stakeholders, customers, consumers to build your business with you. But if you don't, you are ignoring the dynamics that are driving this marketplace as a function of social, cultural, economic crises, as a function of the web, social media, and smartphones, and as a function of the way your customer base wants to relate to you now. Stand for something singular and tell that story in a compelling way and transform our future, culture, our world for the better, and your customers will go with you. They will build your business with you. They will leverage these tools more effectively than you could ever do on your own, and you'll enjoy success that you want for yourself and also have the impact that you want to have on the world. And so I leave you with this thought. As seductive as data is, as overwhelming as it is, this tsunami of insight, we are still human beings sitting around a campfire trying to connect around what we care about. And the stories you tell will determine your future as an individual, as an employee, as a brand, and also in terms of your impact in the world. So thank you so much. If you'd like the slides, just email me, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here at your first conference. Thanks, Tom.